So what or who influenced you to become a sneakerhead, would you say?
Well, influence came from like just guys in the neighborhood, like going out there and seeing dudes with like fresh sneakers and aspiring to be like that. Unfortunately, most of them happen to be dope boys, but they always had the latest and the greatest sneakers. So I guess attributing it to being a product of your environment, like the dope boys always influenced me to like get into the sneaker game.
So where exactly are you from?
Well, I live several places: Long Island, Brooklyn. I claim New York.
So what types of sneakers were they wearing in Brooklyn?
Oh, well, okay. When I was in BK, like Brooklyn was on some different. Like there was just on everything fly. Like it was like you saw like Brooklyn dudes. They had like even from the cars to their sneakers was like they had Saabs and they had like you know just wild Filas and different flavors of Air Force Ones and Air Maxes and stuff like that. Like so, I just knew Brooklyn was just like if I wanted to see what the latest sneakers were, I just walked down, to Kingston and Throop and just watch to see what people was rocking out there, or go down to Fulton Street Mall and see what the dope boys had on there, or just, you know, go to the neighborhood corner and just see what they was hopping out their whips with. So, but it was different. It wasn't as predictable because Brooklyn dudes, they love foreign stuff. They had like different stuff. Like first pair of Filas, before I even knew what Filas were, I saw on a corner of Saratoga, like I was just like walking and I just saw like the little thing. I was like, yo, is that a fake? I asked my man. I was like, yeah, that's fake Nike. Like, cause I saw like something that looked like a swoosh coming off, and they were tan with the navy blue and red, and I was just like, nah. My man was like, yo, those are Filas, B. Those are like $110. I was like, word. And he had the velour to go with it, and I was like, the velour is another 150, and I was like, wow, that shit is hot. I want Filas now.
Right. How long have you been a sneakerhead?
Since I was probably like 13 years old, I consider myself because, I used to work for sneakers. That was my motivation, to do chores, odd jobs around the house to go cop sneakers. So, since I was like 12, 13, since I was able to get a working card and go work and, do mow lawns and carry records for DJs and get $10 here, $20 there. My mother had a 50-50 deal with me. Whatever sneakers I wanted, she'd match. Like if I put up 50%, she'd put up the other 50.
Okay. So do you remember what your first sneaker was that you bought on your own, or?
First sneaker I ever bought without the 50-50 deal was the white cement threes. White cement threes.
And those had the Nike Air on the back.
And I had the Nike Air on it, and I beat the shit out of them. I wore them so much. Then I tried to put the white shoe polish on them. Made them look ashy. And I just wore them so much. I just loved them because it was my first, and they were new at the time, and nobody else had them. So that was my favorite pair. To this day, it's my favorite shoe. It's the most perfect shoe ever made, I feel.
Okay. So what did you think about the black pair when they came out?
The black pair was even better because like it didn't show the dirt. Remember, I'm a young kid buying these, so now they were they look better, as the time went on. And remember back then, Nike was making those shoes with good leather. They were real leather. They were that pebbled leather. So, they broke in nice. They didn't have like, it wasn't like two wears and then you got waves running in the toe box. They were nice. So the more you wore them, the softer they got and they looked good. So when they came out the black, cement threes, I was all into that too. Like I copped as many as I could. But I was young, so like when I say as many as I could, it's like one.